Good morning, grade 2. How are you today? I hope you are fine. Are you ready for our reading lesson today? Okay, so pay attention and listen carefully, please. Today is Sunday, 5th of April, 2020. The new story is Red, White, and Blue, the story of the American flag. So the title of our new story is Red, White, and Blue, the story of the American flag. The author is John Herman, the genre is Informational Text, and the skill is author's purpose. Okay, so what is the title of the story? Red, White, and Blue. Red, White, and Blue. Okay. Now, let's talk about the genre. The genre is informational text. What's the meaning of informational text? Informational text gives facts about real people, places, or events that reflect history or traditions of communities. So it gives facts about the topic. So the informational text means the facts about real people. So the informational text gives us facts about real people or real places or real events that reflect history or traditions of communities. Okay, this is the meaning of the informational text. So what's the informational text? All of you gives facts about real people, places, or events. So informational text gives facts about real people, places, or events that reflect history or traditions of communities. Okay, so the informational text gives facts about the topic. Okay, about the topic. Okay, now let's watch this video.
Informational texts tell facts. Facts are always true. Authors write informational books to teach other people facts about a topic. These books are fiction. They are made-up stories. They are not informational. These books are non-fiction. They are informational because they teach facts about a topic. Informational texts often have special text features like a table of contents, headings, and a glossary.
Okay, these examples that the author wants us to do or to buy or to believe something when we read these things. Okay, so here the purpose of, or the author's purpose here is to persuade something. Okay. Number 2, to inform. What's the meaning of to inform? To inform that the author wants to give you information. So when you read something, when you read textbook, here we have the examples: textbooks, non-fiction books, expository essays, biographies, newspaper articles, or directions. When you read this or these examples, you can know that the author wants to give you information, so here the author's purpose is to inform you something. Okay, now to entertain. What's the meaning of entertain? That the author wants to amuse you or for you to enjoy the writing. So he wants you to enjoy the writing. This is the meaning of entertain, to enjoy. Okay, an example, or there 1 2 3 4, we have 6 examples: fiction, story, poems, songs, plays, jokes, narratives. These are examples about the entertain purpose. In these examples, the author wants us to amuse us or to enjoy the writing. Okay, so here the author purpose is to entertain. Now, the fourth purpose is explain, to explain. What's the meaning of that? That the author wants to tell you how to do something or how something works. Again, the author wants to tell you how to do something or how something works. That means to explain something. Okay, to explain. Okay, for example, instructions, directions, steps, procedures, how to recite. Okay, so these are examples about the explain author purpose. Okay, this is examples about when the author used or when will be the purpose to explain something. In these examples, we can find that the author wants us to or wants to tell us something or how to do something. Okay, to explain something for us. That's it. Now the last purpose, to describe something, that the author wants you to visualize or experience a person, place, or thing. That means he wants you to visualize, to describe something for us. Okay, to describe experience of a person, or to explain a place, or to explain. Okay, this is the meaning of describe, or to describe something. Okay, for example, product descriptions, descriptive essays, and imagery. Okay, so the 5 purposes here: persuade, inform, entertain, explain, or describe. Okay. watch this video.
Finding author's purpose. Why is the author writing this story? It can be as easy as P, I, E, pie. After reading a text, we have to ask ourselves certain questions about the text. Author's purpose is why the author wrote the story. He might have written it to persuade us, inform us, or even just entertain us. We have to look for clues in the story. Author's purpose. I need to ask myself, did the author try to change my opinion? Did the author try to convince me of something? If so, he was trying to persuade me. Author's purpose. Did the author give me facts? Did the author try to teach me something? If so, he was trying to inform me of good information.
Okay, now let's read the new vocabulary. The first word we have, America. What's the meaning of America? America is the United States of America. It is a country, okay? The United States of America. Birthday. What's the meaning of birthday? Birthday, the day someone was born or something began, usually celebrated yearly. So, the birthday, the day someone was born or something began, usually celebrated yearly. Flag. What's the meaning of flag? A piece of cloth, usually with square corners, with a picture or a pattern that stands for a place or country. Okay, you can see down examples of flags. We have here Algeria, Bahrain, Comoros, you can say Egypt, Iraq, Lebanon, Kuwait, Jordan, Oman, Palestine, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, Sudan, Yemen, United Arab Emirates, Tunisia, and Syria. Okay, flag, the piece of cloth, usually with square corners, with a picture or a pattern that stands for a place or country. Freedom. What's the meaning of freedom? Freedom means the condition of not being under someone's control. The condition of not being under someone's control. This is the meaning of freedom. Not being under someone's control. Sailed. What's the meaning of sailed? Moved smoothly like a ship with sails to move quickly. Okay, this is the meaning of sailed. Sailed, moved smoothly like a ship with sails, or to move quickly. Nicknames. Nicknames. What's the meaning of nicknames? Names used instead of the real names. Okay, for example, we have Emily. The real name is Emily, and the nickname is Aim. Okay, so this is the nickname. Nicknames, names used instead of real names. Stripes. What's the meaning of stripes? Stripes mean long, narrow bands of color. Okay, long, narrow bands of color. As you can see down, you have two pictures here show the stripes, long, narrow bands of color. Okay, now let's do this exercise. We want to match each word with its picture. Okay, the first one. Great, America. Okay, this is America. Number 2, freedom. Freedom, yeah. Number 3, nickname. Nickname, yeah. Now sailed. Yeah, move it quickly. Stripes. And flag. Great job. Okay, let's go on. Okay, now let's do this exercise about the vocabs. Number 1, the American flag has red and white. You have sailed, America, nicknames, flag, birthday, freedom, and stripes. The American flag has red and white. Great job. Stripes. The Statue of Liberty is a symbol of our in America. Great job. Freedom. Freedom. The American flag has lots of, like Old Glory, or red, white, and blue. Lots of. Great. Nicknames. Nicknames. So lots of nicknames. Now, he wasn't looking where he was going and just straight into here. He wasn't looking where he was going and just straight into her. And just. Great. Sailed. Sailed. Now the guard waved his and the train pulled away from the station. Waved his, yeah, flag. Waved his flag. My is on the 4th of December. Great job. Birthday. I was born in, yeah, America. I was born in America. Okay. Okay, now open your Readers and Writers Notebook, page 494. 494. Okay, think of these 7 sentences. Okay, let's read the first sentence. July 4, 1776 is the of this country. Excellent. Birthday. Now, the second sentence. Many people fly the on July 4. Many people fly the on July 4. Yeah, excellent. Fly the flag. Fly the flag. Our flag has 13 what? 13? Yeah, excellent. Stripes. Stripes. Now it has 50 what? It has 50. Great job. Stars. Stars. People have many. What for the flag? Many? Yeah, many nicknames. Many nicknames. Now, number 6. No matter what we call it, the flag reminds us of our great job. Freedom. Freedom. The last one is it stands for our country, the United States of America. America. Excellent. Now check your answers. Check your answers. Let's go on. Okay.
Red, White, and Blue. The Story of the American Flag by John Herman. Illustrated by Shannon Sternweiss. Genre: Informational text often gives facts about real people, places, and events that reflect history or the traditions of communities. Look for facts as you read. Question of the week: what traditions and celebrations involve our country's flag?
We all know the American flag. Its bright colors fly at baseball games. It flies at 4th of July parades. We even see it on clothes. Our flag has lots of nicknames, like Old Glory and the Red, White, and Blue. Sometimes it's called the Stars and Stripes. But where did our flag come from? Who decided what it would look like? The truth is that no one knows for sure. Back in the 1700s, America didn't have a flag. It didn't need one. It wasn't even a country yet. It was just 13 colonies. The colonies belonged to England. The English flag flew in towns from New Hampshire to Georgia. But as time went on, the 13 colonies didn't want to belong to England anymore. Americans decided to fight for their freedom. A war began. It was the American Revolution. Now a new flag was needed, an American flag.
The original 13 American colonies: New Hampshire, Massachusetts, Rhode Island, Connecticut, New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Delaware, Maryland, Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia.
Who made our first flag? Some people say it was a woman named Betsy Ross. Maybe you've heard of her. Betsy Ross owned a sewing shop in Philadelphia. She was famous for her sewing. The story is that one day a general came to see her. The general was George Washington. He was the head of the American Army. General Washington wanted a new flag. It would make his soldiers feel like a real army fighting for a real country. He wanted Betsy Ross to make this flag. He drew a picture of what he wanted. Betsy Ross made some changes. Then she showed the picture to General Washington. He liked it. Betsy Ross sewed the flag, and that was the very first Stars and Stripes. That is the story, and it's a good one. But is it true? Betsy Ross's grandson said it was. He said that Betsy told him the story when he was a little boy, and she was an old woman of 84. But there is no proof for this story. So what do we know for sure? We know that during the Revolution, the colonists used lots of different flags.
Betsy Ross, George Washington, first American flag. Flags from the Revolutionary War.
But once the colonies became the United States of America, the country needed one flag, the same flag for everybody. So on June 14th, 1777, a decision was made. The flag was going to have 13 red and white stripes. The flag was also going to have 13 white stars on a blue background, one for each of the 13 colonies. Now the United States had a flag. Congress had picked the colors and the stars and stripes. But Congress did not say where the stars and stripes had to go. So the flag still did not always look the same. People could put them any way they liked. Sometimes the stripes were up and down, like this. Sometimes the stars were in a circle, like this. But nobody minded. Up and down or side to side, the stars and stripes still stood for the United States.
Okay, now I will discuss with you the story. The title we said Red, White and Blue. This is the story of the American flag. Okay, by John Herman. Okay, these two pages illustrate that the American flag has bright colors and has lots of nicknames like Old Glory and the Red, White and Blue, and sometimes it's called Stars and Stripes because it has stripes and stars on it. Also, these pages describes that before the American Revolution, no need for a flag, but after the war and after the American got their freedom, the flag was needed. Okay, these two pages describe the history of the American flag and how it came in to being and why. Some people said that there was a general called Washington came to see a woman called Betsy Ross. He was the head of the American Army, and he wanted Betsy Ross to make this flag because this flag will make his soldiers feel like a real army fighting for a real country. He drew a picture of what he wanted and she made some changes. Then she sewed the flag. Actually, we don't know if this is the real story or not, but there is no proof for this one. This page told us that when the colonies became the United States of America, the country needed only one flag for everybody. So the flag was going to have 13 red and white stripes and 13 stars on a blue background. 13, the number of the stars, determine the number of the states. Okay, so 13 means the number of states. But when the Congress had picked the colors, stars and stripes, it didn't say where the stars and stripes had to go, so people could put them anywhere they liked. As in these two pictures you can see here, these two flags. Here, the first one, people could put them any way they liked. Sometimes the stripes were up and down, like this picture. The other picture, sometimes the stars were in a circle, like this picture. Okay, so people could put them any way they liked. Now let's read together the story. Who wants to start?